welcome back to my channel and to another Plan With Me video. Today we are planning out the week of March 27th through to April 2nd, and we are using this absolutely stunning kit from plannerface called Autumn Vibes. I am going to preface this video just letting you guys know that the PR side of things for plannerface are currently up in the air. My term has officially ended. However, in lieu of the new PR team being announced by Anna, my discount code Melissa10 is still available, so you can still use the code to get yourself 10% off orders as of today's date being July the 14th. When I post this video, so this video is set to go live on July 16th. So depending on what date you are watching it, like I said, as of July 14th, my PR code is still active. You can use the code and drop my name in notes to seller to score my freebie and, like mentioned, get yourself a discount. However, that PR code will be discontinued the moment that the new PR team is announced. So if you aren't already part of the plannerface group on Facebook, or you're not following Anna on Instagram, the username is obviously plannerface. Definitely do that, because that way you will be made aware when the new PR team is announced, and you'll know that my code is no longer working. I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, definitely drop them down below, and I will be happy to help you with anything that I can. But yeah, as I mentioned, this kit is called Autumn Vibes. I believe at the time of filming this kit is still available in store, and I just love it so much. I've said it to you guys before, but in autumn, in Australia at least, it's obviously not Halloween for us, and obviously, you know, most other places of the world, I think everywhere but Australia, to be quite honest. Pumpkins are associated with autumn, they're associated with Halloween. Usually they're one in the same, because Halloween is usually autumn or fall everywhere else. Well, no, in the Northern Hemisphere. So for me, autumn is March. Well, March is part of autumn. And whilst pumpkins aren't a big thing over here because it's not associated with Halloween, and I don't know, we just don't do pumpkin over here, I needed to use this kit. Like, I didn't care. I don't care. It is the most stunning kit ever. The colorways. There is a full box that you will see me place down on Saturday. It's like a sunset, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. And then there's something about this like mint green color mixed with the pale pink, mixed with the kind of magenta pink, the orange. It's the perfect shade of orange. Just everything about this kit is just chef's kiss. So if you haven't picked it up already, definitely consider doing so before it is sold out. Like, again, I tell you guys that I don't want to use the same art more than once, but I'm honestly considering purchasing this kit again to do it another way, or to try and like redo the spread. I don't know. Probably won't, but it's so stunning. The toolbox scene in the bottom left of my sidebar, gorgeous. The fashion girl there with what I think is a waffle on Thursday. The boots with the little autumn leaves, just everything. The art is perfect, and the way that Anna has composed the kit, it's just, like I said, chef's kiss. Anyway, in terms of this week, I'm just doing a quick little scan. I don't know that much happened. No, not super exciting. This was the week before Easter, and also the week before my brother's birthday, I believe. Yes. So there's probably some of that sprinkled throughout the kit. The underlays that I'm using, I believe, are from Pretty Planner Studio. I've had them for quite a while. I decided to use rose gold because I don't often use rose gold anymore. I went through a period where rose gold foil was like my absolute favorite, and now I feel like I just never grab for it unless it's autumn. So it's always nice to be able to use some of those underlays during autumn. But I guess without further ado, let's go ahead and jump on into the plans for the week. As always, I'm not going to list where every single sticker is from. I do provide an extensive list of all of the stores used for each spread in my description below. So if you are curious as to what stores I've utilized, definitely pop down into the description and have a look. But if you want to know where a specific sticker is from, goodness me. If you want to know where a particular sticker is from, definitely drop it in the comments below and I will be sure to get back to you. But I guess first things first, you'll see at the moment I'm trying to figure out the top left hand corner of my sidebar. Generally, I love doing this whole like paint splodge. The paint splodges are from plannerface and I love just like layering them and making like a little decorative scene up top with some of the deco from the kit, because I don't really use deco from the kit if I don't do this. And it's always nice to just have like the two pops of color because I don't know, just because. um, and then as always, I pop my full box in the sidebar. I did have a tall box this week, so I did use the tall box. And then in between, I kind of just figure out what I can fit. So this week I did pop down a little page flag and a this week's script, and I did record my socials, and I did pop down that I was reading the Gone series this week, but I didn't specify what title, and it's probably because there was a stage where I wasn't really recording my plans as well as I should be or could be. And so in turn, I kind of had to guess. And when I'm not 100% sure, I don't want to write it in because I don't really want to cross it out. Or if I don't have extra boxes, I don't want to have to sort of deal with that. So I kind of just put in that I was reading the Gone series. Anyway, with that said, let's jump into Monday. So on Monday, the first thing that I have marked is that it was Coffee Monday. And again, I took the opportunity to use a cute little Coffee Monsters co-emoji. It's part of a sheet that I've had for the longest time, and I always forget that I have them. They're in like my little seasonal collection of my folder where I keep all of my stickers. So I no. So I decided to use the little emoji in the pumpkin mug because I thought it was cute. I then marked work for Monday, and below that I did mark that I had a productive day. My writing is incredibly crooked. I'm just noticing that now, but can't do much about it. I then marked specifically that I did some guinea laundry that basically translate to me washing the blankets and toggle mats and things like that that line my guinea pig cage. For anyone who doesn't know, I do have a guinea pig. He's just, again, when we get to June, July, you'll hear all about that, but it's been a lot lately. But we don't have him on wood shavings or anything like that. We've been told that toggle mats and fleece are really good for their little feet because they're quite sensitive and prone to different like diseases and things like that. So we have him on super soft blankets and toggle mats accordingly. But we do change that once a week, and at the moment with everything that's going on, again, you'll hear about this in my later plan with me's. We're having to change those out 2 more times than we normally would, so we're now doing it 2 to 3 times per week, which is fun. But back then in March, it was just the standard. We'd swap them out once a week unless they were wet or really, really dirty. So I just marked that I was doing some of his laundry on that day. I then marked that after work I did schedule some videos. I didn't specify what. I'm assuming it was probably Plan With Me videos. Anyway, I am back. I had a brief little interlude there. I hope you didn't hear that. You might have. I may try to have to edit that out. But before I did this voiceover, I was listening to ASMR because ASMR like chills me out when I'm super stressed. And the ASMR artist that I was watching rated somebody on Twitch, and so like her voice started speaking because obviously when you change channels, anyway. I just did a weird thing there. I can't remember if I have started filling in my spreads on camera in previous videos, but you'll see that with this video I was writing as I went. I kind of started writing Monday and then we're up to Wednesday, and Tuesday is also filled in. So I don't know what happened there. Again, I've had so many issues lately with iPhone deleting footage. I read somewhere that apparently they're going to start deleting people's photos soon. It's this whole thing, and I just hot mess express. I'm hoping that come July, when we're up to date, that I won't be as much of a hot mess as I am currently. But it is what it is. um, I did mark that I hung out on Twitch on on Monday afternoon, that we had chicken burgers for dinner, and that it was the Married at First Sight final vow ceremony, like part one, because it's usually over 2 days. So Monday was part one. Tuesday, I've marked work at the top of the day there, and then I did mark that I unstacked and restacked the dishwasher. I've also marked some Twitch hangs on Tuesday afternoon, and then I marked having a cup of coffee after work and playing with stickers. Generally, when I put playing with stickers, I'm like fiddling around with stickers, reorganizing my stickers, that kind of thing. I then marked that I had a little bit of a YouTube binge, and then, yes, you guessed it, Tuesday evening, the second part of Final Vows for Married at First Sight. So I, of course, marked watching that. Wednesday, I've started the day by marking work, and because it was an office day, I did, of course, treat myself to some McDonald's breakfast. So generally, my go-to order is a large cappuccino with 2 sugars, and then I'll usually get a hash brown and a slice of banana bread toasted with butter. Very occasionally, I'll get the hot cakes, only because by the time I get them and then get to work and then opening up the hot cakes and cutting them and eating them in front of everyone, I don't know, it just makes me feel weird. But generally speaking, my go-to breakfast at McDonald's is hotcakes, but on a work day, it's not. I've then marked, of course, that I was working in the office. I did get the pleasure of Flo announcing herself this day, so I've marked that in as well. And then as a result of that, I wasn't really feeling well, so I marked that in my planner. Wednesday was also payday, so I've popped that in. That just means that I didn't really have much else to mark, so payday was kind of like the space filler. And then when I got home that evening, I've marked that I had coffee and couch time, and only now did I realize that I spelled coffee incorrectly, so I better fix that. Moving over to Thursday, the first thing that I've marked is work, and then I did mark that I had a 2 p.m. doctor's appointment. I don't remember what I did here. I think I maybe didn't have lunch and then logged off early to go to my work appointment, because I do have like a flex situation available at work where I can take a longer lunch, or I can, my times are essentially flexible, as flex kind of indicates. And then after my doctor's appointment, I treated myself to a McDonald's coffee, and I marked that I was still feeling a little bit under the weather. I don't remember if I was like flu sick or like nauseous sick, but I was sick. That's all I've kind of marked. And then marked that when I got home, I chilled out on the couch, and then, of course, did hang out on Twitch for a little bit. And then when my husband got home, I just marked that we chilled out together on the couch. Such a fun and exhilarating life that I live. Friday, I've started the day by marking work. I then did mark that I had a little bit of a tidy up, so generally that means that I've done that after work. It's always nice to be able to use the little vacuum icons as well, because I feel like I don't get to use those a lot. I've then marked that I unstacked and restacked the dishwasher again. Generally, it's like a 2 times per week thing. And again, my weeks are obviously so exciting when you can see that I'm marking multiple chores, because obviously it means I wasn't doing anything with my life. So chores fill in those gaps. After I got done with those, I did mark having a bit of a YouTube binge, and then, of course, that went hand in hand with a cup of coffee, which I've also marked in my planner. That night, my football team versed the Melbourne Storm, so I've marked that in, and it looks as though we did lose by 8 points, unfortunately. We were okay at the beginning of the season, like, yeah, we lost a game here or there, and then we got good, and then now we're just like losing every game. So I don't know what the deal is, but we're probably not even going to be in the top 10 at this rate, whereas, like, previous years we've been pretty good. And we've generally made finals. Anyway, and then that night we watched Murder Mystery 2 with Jennifer Aniston and Adam Sandler. Over on to Saturday, I popped some pumpkins there. Is that to mark like Hello April? Maybe, because that's the first. So it could be, but I didn't have a Hello April script. That makes sense. Um, After that, I've then marked that we did Easter shopping because, as I mentioned, the following week was the week of Easter. It was also my brother's birthday. And like always, even though we say that we're not going to do it, every single year my husband and I leave our Easter shopping till the very last minute. And then we get to the shops and we struggle to find anything to buy because there's minimal stock left. And then we promise ourselves that we're not going to do it again the next year. And then the next year we do the same thing. And so this year was, of course, no exception. We went Easter shopping the week before Easter. I then marked that I got a cup of coffee, a cup of coffee on the way home from McDonald's. And then when I got home, I did some editing. I also pulled some stickers that night, apparently. And then this was the night that we started watching the Bourne series on Netflix. Was it on Netflix? I don't know, but we started watching the Bourne series. So this night we watched Jason Bourne. Wait, no. Were we already watching? No, I lied. Sorry. We were already watching. This is what happens when I don't film videos or do voiceovers for like weeks. We were already watching the Bourne series, and this night we watched Jason Bourne, which is the last of the Bourne series. Correct. We're up to speed. And then last but certainly not least, we have Sunday. Sunday morning, I did do some editing, and then I got a random desire to play Disney Dreamlight Valley. I don't even know how long ago I purchased Disney Dreamlight Valley, but I was so excited because it was Disney and it was kind of like Animal Crossing vibes, and I was bored of Animal Crossing when I got it. And then I played it like a day or two or like for a week when I first got it, and then I didn't touch it again until this here very day that I'm talking to you about. And I played it for a couple of hours, and then I think I've stopped. And again, this was April, it's now July, and I haven't touched it since. So don't know what the deal is there, but yeah. So yeah, this day I played at Disney Dreamlight Valley, and then when I got done with that, or when I got bored of it, or when I was sick of doing the quests that I was trying to do, my husband and I did watch some Supernatural. So I've marked having a Supernatural binge or an SPN binge. For anyone else who watches Supernatural, favorite character? Let me know in the comments below. Me, Dean Winchester, 100%, hands down, all day, every day of the week. I then also marked having a cup of coffee. To be honest, I probably did that at the same time, but again, needed to fill in that little space there. I also marked doing, once again, some chores. I did some laundry that afternoon. And then I did mark as the final two things of Sunday, I marked that I did a 100 baby challenge upload to my YouTube channel. So episode 1 of my 100 baby challenge went live on my Sims channel. Again, I will pop that in the description below for anyone who might be interested. I currently have 340 subscribers on that channel, and I'm doing my darndest, crossing my fingers and toes, trying to reach that 1,000 subscriber mark by the end of the year. So if you're someone who likes Sims or Sims stories, definitely go and check out my channel. It would be greatly appreciated. Also, apologies for my dog. He's been a maniac the last couple of nights. I don't know what he's barking at. And then the last thing on Sunday that I marked was that it was the Married at First Sight reunion. So basically, they all come together after however many months, and you learn who's still together. They sort of look at the scandals, and they just chat to the contestants to see sort of where they're at. Always very interesting, always a lot of gossip, so it's usually fun. But otherwise, that is it for this spread. This spread isn't super foiled, mainly because, again, I don't have a lot of rose gold foil, but I was also conscious of just getting videos up, so probably what will happen is I will go through and foil all of my spreads up way after the fact. And then when it comes time to doing a flip through at the end of the year or the beginning of next year, you'll see the spreads completed with date dots. As you can see, no date dots on this one, no monthly script in the top left hand corner. All of that will be done, finalized. There will hopefully be some sparkle, and you guys will get to enjoy my spreads in all of their glory then. Otherwise, that is all that I have for you for today's video. I'm just taking you through the leftovers. I think I'd probably try and give you a wiggle, but again, you're not really going to see anything. But if you did enjoy the video, definitely consider liking and subscribing, and I'll see you all very soon for another video. Thanks for watching. Bye.